Man, another one. Uh, she used a phrase from Owen I liked on Twitter this morning. My coin is smarter and better looking than your coin. This hand is absurd. So it's not putting this in play on one. So it's like fetch green red, fetch white red, cat Eidolon or something like that. That was Owen's line was in reference to Reed Duke's uh, some line about like uh, unbacked optimism as to why he was going to win the coin flip matchup. So use this one first because it fetches the least basics, which I want this one. Do I want? Oh, I need the stomping ground. I don't know why I almost fetched the other one. That would have been a disaster. Um, yeah, that is currently going on. Like as I'm recording this, Reed Duke is playing his quarterfinals matchup. Interesting. So if I want to get that, I think it's the basic mount. I think I'm just gonna play another cat and pass the turn, and fetch a tap line. Anyways, yeah, Reed Duke is currently playing his quarterfinals match in the Sultai Reanimator versus Obzon Whip matchup, or Obzon Control versus Sultai Reanimator, and it is taking. What? Yeah, he's currently how many minutes? The first round took less time than his entire like the first round of this match, like this tournament, took less time than his first game. I'm trying to figure out what my opponent's doing right now. Okay, this could be an issue. So that was kind of a mistake. I don't know. We'll see. Probably should have shoved with the guide too. I was kind of thinking about wanting two blockers back, but I'm not entirely sold on that. Yeah, I should have just shoved. I don't know why I didn't. Do I put a mulligan this game? Have to have mulliganed a bunch. At least, yep, twice. Probably gonna lose two creatures here. Oh, just lava spike. That's fine. Lava Mancer down the Eidolon. Yeah. It's gonna end reasonably well for me. I think I just squad here. Titan strength. Intriguing. Killing the Eidolon? Sure. Nope. Not paying life. So we're gonna try and strand this. Whatever my opponent does, I don't really know. Goblin Bushwhacker. Sure. Bring it. Whatever gets Titan strength is just dying. That 2 damage I didn't attack in with the first time mattered. The other reason I didn't, I don't know. That was just wrong. I'm not even going to try to defend the lack of attack there. I should have waited. My opponent's now going to concede, and I don't get to see the top card of their deck. That was a loosely played game. Too busy thinking about the Invitational. Yes, please. Phyrexian on life. Yes, please. Chain to the Rocks. Probably yes, please on this Thalia. I think the Boros Charm is going to go out. Like, I don't need a combo kill in this matchup on the basis of my opponent's creatures aren't very good. I don't want a boarding Geist, though. I think I want the one become a Mets. Because might as well. It's pretty solid. Eidolon, I think, is good here. I think my opponent's creatures are crappier than mine. So I'm ahead in the onboard states with Eidolon. This looks fine. It's possible I can board out the breeding pool here. I'm on the draw. I don't think the breeding pool's that. I'm boarding in a 3-drop. We'll just leave it. I'm not going to touch the lands. I don't have enough experience with the deck to know if the 2021 land split is relevant or not on the play draw. Yeah, I'll keep this. The Lightning Bolt is kind of the big tipping point here. Foundry Street Denizen. Okay. That one is going to enter the battlefield this turn. Because my opponent is not actually a burn deck, despite having lava spikes, I'm okay with taking damage off my lands to some extent. Whereas game one, like the bolt early, didn't really give away anything on that front. Okay, that's actually a reasonable draw. I'll take my 2 here. I think 12 is still pretty safe. I'm just going to leave up the bolt this turn. And 2 other. Burst Lightning. That's fine. That's also fine. See if we're going to pull a Titan Strength anywhere on this. Probably not. I don't think I actually attack with Goblin Guide here. I think I'd just rather have the blocker. I think I'm actually building up to cast this Rampager and then start going to town from that point. I'm very much in control, I think. I have no need to make a move. Sure. I'll take my 3 down to 7. Bushwhacker? Oh, Pyromancer? Sure. Card might actually be an issue. I doubt it is, though. I think I just want to get Unlife into play this turn. I think that 4 is not a safe life total, but I think that just giving my opponent another turn is worse than what I'm doing. So, like, yeah, I think it's very likely that if I don't put this into play this turn, I'm just dead. Okay. effectively at 11, which is super safe. I'm actually at better than 11. It's actually really awesome. If you take a bunch of damage in a single combat with Unlife, it's just like, yeah, whatever. Nice infect. Yeah, I want to chained kill the Pyromancer this turn. I think that letting my opponent's board get out of hand is kind of a problem this game. It's worth noting that once you are at negative life, you cannot pay additional life to the Unlife. But on the same note, I don't know why I played that first. I probably should have just attacked first, but on the same note with Unlife, I have all the lands in play this game, so it doesn't matter. And like that's one of the cool things. It's like, yeah, I go to negative and I don't need to fetch additional lands with this deck. It's not like the ad nauseum deck that sometimes goes to absurd amounts of life. Okay. This doesn't end how you want it to. At all. I'm okay with trading for a Titan Strength here, I think. -5. Time for the next 10, buddy. I think I actually... maybe I should have even shoved with the guide. Yeah, actually, I did it again. I'm like, oh, I want a blocker. But I don't. I actually just want... I wanted my opponent to be at 6, because that is a single 4-drop hit plus a lightning bolt. An 8 is not. Wow. Did not think about that. So I'm just going to KO the Denizen with the goal of blocking the Elemental. Like, my opponent actually good attacks if they just shove with everything. It's not true even. Leave back a Bushwhacker, but I think the attacks were still... I'll trade immediately. It's quite good draw. Opponent's going to go to 4 most likely. And welcome to the hard lock. Because there's no way that my opponent's current board presence is good enough to win the game, and there's no way they can kill me without casting 4 spells. Or without casting 2 spells. This now kind of this interaction right now kind of makes me want to see what happens if you give this card Infect.